There's a kind of confusion that isn't accidental. It doesn't come from a lack of intelligence or awareness. It's a confusion that slowly and is deliberately sewn thread by thread into your perception. It starts subtly. You question your own reactions. You wonder if you're being too sensitive or too harsh or too reactive. Maybe you're told you misunderstand things, that it wasn't meant that way. You're reminded of the other person's good intentions all the time. So you adjust. You give more space. You try to love better. That it's never enough. There's always more wanted. But somewhere inside, you feel off. Not just once. You feel off over and over and over again. So what's happening here is a distortion of truth. Not in this grand, dramatic way that we may expect, but it's in small, consistent twists. You're fed a version of the world that looks almost right, where yours is not fully appreciated. Theirs is the dominating perspective. And it's just close enough to truth that doubting it feels like you're doubting yourself. So this kind of dynamic is really deeply confusing because on the surface, nothing seems obviously wrong. There may not be yelling, although there may be. No overt cruelty, but there may be. No direct blame, but there may be. In fact, the person may seem kind, like they're concerned for your well-being, that what they're saying is about your well-being, about the well-being of others, but it's done so in such a way to be demeaning, degrading, devaluing. It's not out of resolve, it's devaluing. And it dims your light in their presence, right? Your clarity dulls and your vitality, it recedes. And this is because control isn't always loud. Sometimes it wears the mask of care. And sometimes it whispers through praise, flattery, silence, and these shifting moods. There's no consistency, right? You can't pinpoint the consistency, except for inconsistency. And sometimes it doesn't attack you. It just carefully edits the truth until you're the only one left unsure of it. And so many people live in this fog. They're thinking they're broken, when in fact they're just standing in a hall of mirrors designed to reflect distortion back at them. So not by fate, not by accident, but because it gives someone else a sense of power to be the one holding the map while you question your compass. So here's what I want to say about to anyone that's in this kind of fog. It's that you're not crazy. You're not imagining it. You're not making things up. You're not too sensitive. You're not projecting. You're not being unloving by seeing clearly. See, manipulation doesn't always push. Sometimes it retreats just enough to make you chase it. It offers affection with conditions. It listens, but it never really hears. It speaks, but rarely to resolve, rarely with any depth, real depth, or concern, real concern, right? It's always argumentative. And it needs confusion like fire needs air. Because only in your disorientation can it remain the center of your entire world. So what do you do with this? You stop waiting for the other person to validate your experience. Validate it yourself. Know what you feel. Be discerning, right? And find out and see that how you're perceiving things is truthful to you. Not through blame and shame or guilt, right? Through respect for your own and others' autonomy. And stop measuring truth by how someone else responds to it. You begin to trust the small knowing inside of yourself, right? The one that has been whispering all along, something here is not honest. Intentional or unintentional, it's not honest. You don't need to fight. You don't need to expose. You simply begin to return to clarity, to your breath, to your stillness, to your values, and remain there. And slowly you remove your energy from the story they keep trying to write for you. So healing doesn't always come with closure. Sometimes it comes with remembering. Your truth is not negotiable. Your light is not for dimming. Your soul was not made to orbit somebody else's illusion. Speak less. Observe more. React less. Align more. And above all of this, trust that real love never needs confusion to survive. Real love never needs confusion to survive. You're not here to be managed. You're here to be free.